They're a little
or
busy.
the task list. Yeah, I was hoping we'd be able to get those ahead of time so that we could be talking about them at this point, but that's all right.
Here's another
We'll
person.
catch him up.
Another person in Alabama. Ellen. Good morning, War Eagle. Window Rock, Arizona. There's Tam Boyd watching us.
Watching from VIP West RV lot, sitting in our fifth wheel, watching the show outside and inside with you guys.
Love it.
When will the shapes inflate today? When it's their turn, Ty. Some of them fly. I don't know that I saw any shapes actually fly the competition yesterday. So most of them are in that first batch, the ones that are kind of the fun flyers, the Fiesta flyers, the ones that will fly, launch, and fly off the field or just stand up.
Look at that shot
on the field
from our drone.
Oh, there you go.
That's just, New Mexico is iconic. I mean, sunrise, balloons,
a lot of dark ground.
A lot of dark ground.
And then you get the concentrated areas of the lights.
And there's one of our super cameras right there.
Yeah, super lens cameras. Yeah, there's another one. You can actually see the marker light hanging off the balloon there. Because we're flying before sunrise, we have to have lights on. All aircraft do.
Look, I can actually see a banner on that one as well.
Yeah.
Although we know who these people are this morning.
All right, Charles is still watching from Crystal Beach, Margaritaville. Although he's not in the hot tub yet this morning.
No. Wow. Maybe we should have a hot tub put up here on the rooftop studio. We can do the show from the hot tub.
Yeah, that's what we need. We're always looking for new and exciting ways to do things.
I don't know how the electronics would work with that, but hey, could be a shocking show.
Our crack Windfire Productions team could figure it out.
Yes, Gary could, without a doubt.
Heck, now that we mentioned it, if he had control of a hot tub, he'd have it up here in an hour.
That's probably true.
I so love working with those guys. It's kind of like some idea comes into my head and I just kind of randomly toss it out. The next thing you know, it's happening.
Yeah.
So, Gary's on his way with the
They tell us in the truck he's on his way. Great. Good morning, Pierre, South Dakota. Let's see what we have. La Mesa, Texas. And I said that right. La Mesa, Texas. A lot of people say La Mesa. It's La Mesa, Texas. That's right in between Lubbock and Lubbock and Midland, Odessa. I know that route very well.
From Bristol, Texas, 7-month-old Alexander's waiting to see his great uncle, Andrew, fly with Sky Safari. We'll watch for that too. Maybe we will see Darth today. Maybe we won't. For sure, we'll see Darth on Thursday and Friday. Actually, someone posted to our Facebook page yesterday asking if we could put up a picture of Buttercup and get it on our webpage. And so I said, I'm thinking, well, okay, yeah, I haven't seen Buttercup. So I looked it up. Well, Buttercup is one of a handful of shapes that will only be here on Thursday and Friday. So while we have about 115, I think, special shapes, some of them elect to only participate on shape days Thursday and Friday. Others will participate all 9 days. So Buttercup is one of those that will be along on Thursday and Friday. And so when Buttercup appears, we'll be sure and get a picture of Buttercup and get that picture on the air for you.
Oh, there was a picture of us on the from the drone.
Yeah.
They're over here somewhere. There they are.
There we go. There's us.
Look at the big shadows we can make.
Yeah, there we are. That's our drone, Gary Williams. A new addition for us this year. Gary has spent 2 years working with the FAA to get the proper approvals to fly a drone here. The area for 4 miles around Balloon Fiesta Park is under a TFR, or temporary flight restriction, issued by the FAA, and no aircraft can fly in that 4-mile area without the express permission of Balloon Fiesta and the FAA.
And that's from the surface to 8,000 feet.
Yeah, so the commercial airliners who are up there at 20 or 30, they can go over, but all the way up to 8,000. Absolutely right. And so Gary has spent the last couple of years working to be able to do that. Of course, he's a commercial drone operator anyway, and so to be able to make the video connection work from there, appreciate Gary's work to do that, because the shots we have seen, especially during the glows, I mean all of them, but it really pays off during the glows.
Oh yeah.
Because there's just a wave, and the first Saturday when we didn't launch, we had a static. To be able to see the wave of people.
I mean, we have a great view. We have a great view from down here, but that just brings a whole different dimension to what we're able to see.
Yep. Wyoming, yeah. So someone says, yeah, they want to add hot tubs to the skyboxes.
Oh,
now,
that may be a good idea.
Yeah. Now the skybox is a VIP area here at Balloon Fiesta Park, and so your corporation or you for 20 of your friends can rent a VIP spot, and it's a container. We all have seen those containers in container stores and things like that. So it's a container, but there's stairs to be able to get up on the top. It's been fixed on the inside. There's snacks and all that other great stuff. So yeah, if you're looking to bring 20 people or so out, investigate the Fiesta skyboxes for next year. There are actually a lot of opportunities for sponsorships and for ways to take care of your customers or your big family reunion or whatever gathering of folks. So check out our webpage. I think everything's pretty much sold out for this year, and we're busy doing things, making this event work. But check it out and make plans for next year, whether it's the Fiesta Skybox, whether it's a group tour, whether you want to hit the Chasers Club or the Gondola Club, maybe do some camping at Camp 505 or escalate it to glamping. We've got a setup of that, and lots of ways that you can get involved in Balloon Fiesta.
You can even sponsor a balloon.
You could. Your banner could be on the balloon, and we would be saying, that's your company name here, Balloon.
Absolutely.
So we're starting to see the Rainbow Riders, which is our ride concession balloons inflate, and also the balloon of the day.
Great.
And I believe today is Coke Day, because that looks like the Coca-Cola balloon.
Indeed.
Yep, balloon of the day, Coca-Cola.
Great shot from our west to east cam, looking at the Sandia Mountains, and the Dawn Patrol still kind of hanging out. But again, they're still basically hanging out based on the weather reports that we've had from early this morning.
So Mark says he thinks he's going to plan a big road trip for next year, taking the Fiesta and drive Route 66 as well. I think that's the whole game plan, Mark. So glad you've figured out the game plan, that you ought to come to Balloon Fiesta and celebrate Route 66 at the same time. And Elizabeth, the bumper stickers are now available. Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah, look at that.
I'm assuming that's looking from the north towards the east, towards the Sandias, and you get a little bit of that
definitely, yeah,
activity.
Okay.
That's the fighting Don was talking about.
Yeah, the two different systems. Yeah, and now that we're getting a little more light, we can see a lot more of the cloud bank up to the north. Yeah, there it is. There's the mountains.
Yeah, that's kind of sneaking around through the canyon and then coming up into the Sandia Mountains.
So the bumper stickers, as I was saying, available now. Available at our should be at our information booths. That's the best place to get them here on the field. You can stop by and pick one of those up. You could run by our physical gift shop at Alameda and Balloon Museum Drive. That's just south of the balloon field.
Well, I'm going to take one right here with me and stick it back on my tractor back home. Starting a collection.
There you go. I like some of the balloon trailers that every year that they've been at Balloon Fiesta, they put a sticker on it.
That's how I had it in mind until I sold it off to my balloon partner, Mr. Michael Gorenflow, and he's kept the tradition going.
So we're starting to see other balloons get set up. Obviously, pilot briefing is over. The idea is that you connect the burners to the propane tanks. You'll do a burner check. Then when you lay it down, you connect the envelope through its cables or lines to the uprights. And then once you put some
I have been talking to myself the whole time. This is your boy Bioman Gaming. We are here for our first ever
and we're going to see quite a
competition
few
flight,
next
Heat A this morning.
There's Gary's drone.
the weather has been kind of crappy the last couple of days.
Like try and hook a hot tub of it.
It is competition week,
top of the
and
studio.
I'd rather have it beautiful here. Look at that beautiful sunrise, everybody.
Martha
Make sure you
from
match my
Chicago
time
said she was here last year and it was amazing.
I might not fly in the
thanks
afternoons.
for
I think I might
continuing
just
to
kind
watch
of
us
be
here
the
on
balloon
Balloon
of the
Fiesta
day or
Live,
take
the
off with the national anthem
ExxonMobil
for a little bit.
Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta.
And
I'm Ted
Bays.
Bays.
Just
I'm
sitting at the field watching.
Hey, you know, people have been sending us pictures as well. In fact, one of the pictures we showed yesterday, folks are watching this morning. So maybe we can take a look at some of the other pictures that have been sent in to us.
We will be flying in this morning.
And you can send your pictures to Balloon Fiesta Live at balloonfiesta.com.
Be right back.
It's going to be the Vampirilla team.
Just hang tight real quick.
Pulling banner 589 off. So that's the other thing we were talking earlier. Okay, so now in my head, I'm trying to connect 589 with Vampirilla. But of course, I know Vampirilla, so I could search for Vampirilla.
Well, you actually have all of this information pre-Fiesta, so you're inputting it into your database, and
but there's still the matter of recall.
Yes,
with the size of all of the just the sheer amount of data that we have in our heads, and like we said, and then people keep changing them. They change the name of the balloon, they change the pilot, they have somebody else fly it that day. So Steve Mitchell and the Coca-Cola balloon. So see, the Coca-Cola balloon is one that's flown by different people on different events. So I was in Colorado Springs and Steve Mitchell was flying a different balloon, but now it's in my head here, Steve Mitchell's flying the Coca-Cola balloon.
It's like being traded from team to team to team at event.
You got to keep up with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You have to keep up with it.
There aren't many Mickey Mantles that hang out the whole time anymore with the same balloon, especially.
No. Can we interview the drone pilot? That's scary. That's our...
I just had a great idea, and we'll see. Maybe tomorrow we can do something.
All right. So Gary is the brains behind all the technology and all the stuff that goes into making this. He's the guy that sets all the cameras up, makes all the connections. We're in communication with the truck. We have 2 wireless cameras, 2 mobile cameras. We've got the drone camera. We've got some cameras that are remotely controlled. We've got a bunch of cameras that we actually have staff on them. That's a great shot. The ExxonMobil tarp is laid out, and they've just stretched the envelope out. Enchanted Horizons, and they were starting to pull that out, and then you turn around, look the other way, and there's the Rainbow Riders balloons getting ready to go. So people asking, are they going to go? We're waiting for 7 o'clock because that's when the national anthem is scheduled. That's basically when sunrise is, when we can legally fly. So now is just the time to get for adventure that you have planned.
And what's great is he actually talks it down so anybody can understand what's going on, not just a pilot up there.
Yeah, he can throw out all those acronyms and all those weather terms, and it's a this and a that and a blah, 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 and then turn right around and say what that means is.
Good morning. Shout out to realradio.app.
Absolutely.
Get your real experience radio needs right at the fingertips. And also with the balloons, promo code for Brandon's Balloons. Give a shout out to Real Radio app. RealRadio.app.
Is Alameda open? Should be.
I got to get
right
a better morning
Take
thing
a detour,
going on
going to work late.
We'll give him some love. He'll hook you up and make your experience a lot better and more realistic. And also, you can actually track your balloon flight patterns
So they're watching on
your
Facebook
flights
and
throughout your days,
YouTube.
because we all know that hot air balloons are different. We don't fly in straight lines usually.
There you go.
Kind of zigzag.
How many balloons expected to launch today?
Circles.
Everyone that stands up.
Very slowly.
Well, there'll be
shout out
some
to
that
Joe
won't
Chips
actually
YouTube
launch.
and
Always
Gustavo
pilot's
YouTube
discretion.
channels. They're
So
going to be
we
bringing
can
in
tell
other
them the
angles
field's
throughout the
open,
week,
the
of
field
course.
is closed. We can.
So
we
live,
can tell
the
you,
weather's
you really
live.
can't
It's
fly from here.
about
We're
6:24 on my
but
screen
it's always
time.
up to
We've
the
about
pilot
5
to make
minutes,
the
and we'll
decision whether to
do
fly
a
or
national
not.
anthem, and then we'll have our pilots go find a location, and we'll wait for them to come on in and see if they can score some points.
Not want to fly in any particular morning, and that is totally up to the pilot in command.
And they could be
or the
tired
PAC.
already. They really could. This is a pretty grueling event.
It
I
is.
mean, I've done it where you fly all 9 days, and you're pretty much wiped at the very end of this event. So, you got to know what level you could fly at and what your durability is, so to speak.
Oh, here you go. Michelle says she's been watching Balloon Fiesta Live since 2017, the year we started, and she was pregnant that year. They're coming in person this weekend. Her daughter will soon be 8 years old. So, daughter, lifetime Balloon Fiesta Live watcher.
Yeah. Come up here to the rooftop studio and give us just say holler. How's that sound?
Love to see you, Michelle, and your daughter. Let's see, got folks who have retired here from California because of the balloons. Good morning from Sanford, Florida, Torres, Brazil, Christmas Valley, Oregon.
Here's what you were talking about yesterday as well. It's not totally light out.
I guess I'll fly in with y'all today.
I know. Yeah. I know.
I'll play along this morning.
Yeah.
But like I said, the
It's still
afternoons
kind
I'm
of
not
hard
gonna be
for
able
us
to
with
really.
our eyes to identify
Yeah, I
what
gotta be
balloons
there.
are
I'll be
out
here
there.
with y'all. So
The
I don't
camera
mind.
stuff.
I love
And
it.
again,
I'm
that's
doing this
thanks
for
to
y'all too.
Windfire
though.
Productions, Gary Williams, the
Once the
mastermind
national
behind
anthem
that.
hits,
Brian Mick,
y'all
good
be
morning
good
to
to
you.
go find
Crew
you a
member,
spot.
other balloon
take
pilot
off from.
used to live here. He abandoned us for Florida, he and his wife Jamie.
Man.
So good morning, guys. Good to see you. Miss you.
Balloons for beaches. I don't know. That could be a tough one.
Yeah. So.
Audrey says, good morning here from Central PA. So I'm not giving you guys a little bunch of places but good morning to you.
Confirmation from our event director that we're all still on schedule today. National Anthem at 7 o'clock with the balloon of the day.
Here's my favorite comment of the day. This is from Jesse Chavez. Wow, we just got
We've been mooned a lot. So now we're starting to see the inflator fans running on those balloons that were just stretched out. Now we do something called a 3-row rule. So those guys on the very front row can be putting cold air into their balloon. The second row, they can be laid out. The third row should be taking things off the truck.
rigging stuff up.
Yeah, and starting to do that. As you kind of look, you see there's a couple that have already laid it out on farther rows. But then you get all the way out to the midfield. That's kind of like the first row all over again. We kind of split the field in half. So
exactly
they're doing
what
the
you're
same
saying.
thing.
They're putting some cold air into these.
Yep. So they're just going to follow that right down. There you go. Let's moon you again.
Yeah, here's another one. There you go, Jesse.
Good morning, Reno, Nevada. Local crew for Katie Griggs flying her balloons this week. All right. Next year, you're going to be here for sure. And one of these years,
All right,
I'm going to
ladies
make
and
it to
gentlemen,
Reno.
before I get distracted again in the national anthem, I just want to say thank y'all so much for joining us. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon. We're going to go ahead and go find our places to fly or to take off from.
And you've got somebody flying through Baltimore
And as I normally say,
yes, I do.
have a good flight, have a safe landing.
Pittsburgh because his
And
plane got
once that
delayed or canceled, so
flag turns green,
have a
I'll
safe
see y'all on the
flight
other
out here.
side.
We'll see you up here on the rooftop studio tomorrow, my friend.
And Arlene is watching from Baltimore, which is why I bring that up.
Oh, okay.
Hi from Denver.
Here's a great one. This is Brian Chase. He says, good morning from my classroom in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. I'll see you all for the Special Shaped Rodeo. Keep an eye out for Billy the Kid. And if you're on the field, come and see me at T3 for balloon cards.
All right. Billy the Kid, one of the special shapes on Thursday and Friday.
Well, Billy, we're kind of trapped up here. So when you're done flying, come over here and see us. How's that sound?
Well, maybe we can send Diane there. She'll be back with us. We gave her yesterday and today off so that she'll be back with us tomorrow.
Wait a minute. People get days off around here.
Some people do. You and I don't. When I built the schedule, it's kind of like, and I count up
leaving the
who's
field a
doing
little
what
bit later
number
than
of schedules,
y'all.
and
I'm
of
still
course
come out
this is
there and
Art
fly.
14, 10, 14. Everybody else has got, 7, 8, 9. So, no, you don't get a day off.
Nor would I want one. Nor would I want one.
Great. I'm going to give you the afternoon off.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And you had yesterday afternoon off, too. But don't get used to it, because come Thursday, it's 2-a-days.
Yes.
So, Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania. It's not Phil, but from Punxsutawney. Better check it in.
Better go wake Phil up.
They did.
Pat loves the 2026 bumper sticker. Awesome, Pat. We do too. Minneapolis, Minnesota checking in.
And ladies and gentlemen, here is our national anthem performed this morning by Susan Tipton.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good. Susan Tipton with the national anthem, so it's balloon on.
Burners on, inflators on, full speed ahead.
There we go. Well, I don't know about that speed portion. I just looked at the pieball reading again, so it's not going to be that speedy yet, but it will be a lot of fun out there.
Full speed could still be 2 miles an hour.
There you go. Full speed for a balloon.
That's it. All rise. Steve Mitchell has the Coca-Cola balloon in the air on Coca-Cola Day here at the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta, the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. And that is the signal for all the balloons in the first wave and in the first row, which is also the middle row, to be able to stand up, get a launch director, and get airborne. And look who's following them up.
Here we go, Lobos.
The University of New Mexico Lobo balloon.
Cherry on top.
So we are underway. A balloon ascension. I always struggle with what to call the flight this morning, because we call them mass ascensions when we put all 500 balloons up. Mass ascension. We're only going to put 300 up from the field.
I always refer to it as the mini mass ascension, but
Yeah.
again, you know, it's mini to us, but huge to others. Look at that. Speaking
Yeah.
of huge,
There you go.
pretty large basket. That's about the size of an old Volkswagen, to be honest with you, to put it in perspective. That's being lifted into the air.
The VW buses.
You know, back in the day, they had those pictures of people trying to cram themselves into
How many can I
Volkswagen.
get in a bus?
We get about 14, 15 people in there.
Beautiful World, Al Nels. Sid Cutter, when he got started with all of this, formed a company called World Balloon Corporation and used the World Balloon as his logo, and he built many, many of those. For our 50th, 3 years ago, Jewel Cutter had the beautiful World Balloon built, and when you get a chance to see that up close and personal, you'll see lots of little flags and stars on the world representing places that were special to Jewel and Sid.
Whether they lived or flew or had events.
Or they have some great story to go along
Oh,
with that.
yes, absolutely. There are tons of great stories.
After yesterday's show at Flight, got to spend a good half hour or so with Jewel. She came and sat with us as we kind of had our little snack after the show. Always great to catch up with her, and just what a great lady. Of course, Sid was a great guy, too. We were swapping Sid stories last night.
Well, I think one of my most favorite Sid stories that I have is that when my youngest son, Tyler, was probably 5 or 6 years old, Sid invited us into the Chase Commander to have a soda.
Yeah.
And he was in there with the dogs. And I said, hey, who's this guy? And he just looked at him and he goes, that's just Sid. This is my Sid. Like 5, 6 years old. You're right. series.
Joey.
New Mexico beat New Mexico
Oh, they in
State.
two
so
different
I
spots,
think they have
too.
points, and they call it the Rio Grande rivalry. So they'll do that in basketball, all sorts of sports. There's a happy camper pilot.
Heidi from Rio Rancho is watching from Japan.
I'm sure she will. It's hard enough to wrangle these 650 balloons rather than time zones.
All right.
Which is why I started advertising the New Mexico time, the mountain time of 6 a.m., 6 p.m. But I started putting the
All right, well, do it over,
0,
Scoobs.
0,
do it over,
0,
brother.
0 or the 12.
Make sure it's
time,
on.
I figure you can, because in the U.S.
Right here.
it's always like this time Eastern or this time Central. They never talk about the time, but we can all pretty much relate to UTC, Zulu, Greenwich Mean Time. So that's why we always kind of throw those times out there for you as well, for those of you in different time zones. Heidi says it's 10 p.m. in Japan.
Oops. Thank you, Heidi.
Hitting things
So
here.
here we just noticed before.
Yeah, that's
this
fine,
pilot
Scooby. It's only
giving
just us right now
instructions
anyway,
to,
so.
who's going to operate the fan for his inflation. But prior
sure-
to that,
but
they
make
were
sure
all
we get
standing
it
around.
done
He was,
correctly.
taking a look at the weather, seeing, what the conditions were. And, a lot of pilots will do that. Some will decide when they look around, especially some local ones that fly here quite a bit, today may not be that day that they want to fly. But it appears that this pilot has made his decision, and he's getting ready to prep his crew. Of competition at the ExxonMobil Albuquerque International Fiesta.
Mass
Oh, yeah.
Ascensions are always Saturday, Sunday,
I'll be getting
and
shit
the
too,
midweek
Scooby.
Mass
Don't feel
Ascension
bad,
on
bro.
Wednesday. But as
Don't
Ted
feel
likes
bad,
to
man.
call the mini Mass Ascension, is every other day of the week.
Right.
So every day.
It's like a Mass Ascension sandwich, right?
yeah. A triple decker.
There you go.
Because you got bread on either end, and in the middle, Mass Ascensions on either end of the middle. Yeah. The official provider of
Yeehaw,
propane.
baby.
His family is going to be a third
Man,
generation.
I'm gonna go ahead and
family. He
compete.
started
Fuck
with
this.
his uncle, and then it was Earl, and
I feel
now
left
his
out.
youngest son, Ryan, is studying to get his pilot certificate. And I've been out a couple times and done some instruction with him, and he's very, very close. So very cool that he will continue the tradition in that balloon family.
Just Chris McCord's Glow with the Flow.
What if he's wearing a tutu or something?
I don't know. I think that was him who just walked up in the camera there to make sure that they were holding the lines open, because that's the job of the people on that end of the balloon, to hold it open so that the fan can blow the air inside, and then of course once you get some air in, then it almost pulls itself open.
I'm participating.
Faster balloon. Look at his inflation. He's letting us go inside the balloon with
I
our
felt left
camera
out.
during the cold inflation. A lot of times pilots will walk in and make sure their riggings are okay, that their turning vents are okay. They may have a knot. They may not have a knot. That's something you just don't see every day.
No. A lot of people don't want you walk. There's Cynthia Seal, the aliens in the background, Lindy with the sunglasses.
You go, Scooby.
One of those balloons that will be flown by 3 or 4 different pilots this week, so I have no idea who's flying Lindy today. And we saw Nellie, Princess Nellie, being inflated before. Now she is inflated right next to her. Balloon. All the way down at the far north end of the field. Out there by the chainsaw carvers and the artisans tent. Also those folks here from Group Tours to have a great view. That's Geronimo. One of the new special flying Geronimo.
least the winds and the weather's beautiful this morning.
So the competition window, oh, there we go. Ted's ready to go, it looks like. Yeah, he's watching us. You got us. You're out there, right? You ready to go?
Yes, sir. Ready to roll. No, I don't believe so. Steve, I don't have to push something to talk.
So we're communicating with the audio. Shortly we'll be on the PA system with Ted from the field, Art from the rooftop studios for competition on day 2.
Yeah, I like that balloon better, dude, by the way. That's cool. We had like 11 balloons yesterday. I think we're going to have a full house tonight.
Here we are, live from Balloon Fiesta Live, up on the roof and down in the
competition
area.
We're going to be
I'm
stacked
Mark Lloyd
tonight.
Jr. Ted Mays is down right over your head.
Yes, I do. He's right over here, and we're getting ready to start this competition. Looks like it's going to be a little bit slower, so a lot more stuff going on than what we had yesterday. Right to my left over here are going to be the double drop scoring area, and then down over here is going to be the X's that we talked about before.
So the hopper that's coming in behind you.
If we can find some more morning time
have
flyers,
a racer
man,
coming in on the other side.
Yes, we do. That's banner number 20 that's going to start first drop of their double drop here. As you mentioned, there's an X in the middle of the 2 triangles, and there's
Gustavo's loyal, man.
2 sets.
Love
on
that
both
dude to
sides
death.
of me.
So like, yeah, hell yeah.
The checkerboard racer is Sean Rea.
From the middle of the X is going to be there.
So Sean Rea is flying the racer, the checkerboard racer. Now, are Ted? Are you not hearing Art?
I think I might hear him.
So there's actually 2 different tasks out there today. There are 3 X's called the hesitation waltz. Pilots can throw a marker on any one of those, and the scores will be. And then there's a set of triangles that are out there, and the idea is to throw your marker in a marker in each of the triangles, and you want to be in the tip that is the farthest away. So it's a maximum.
I think I'm going east of
today.
this now. If I can find the wind to kind of pull me back.
Yes, sir.
The first drop from banner 20 was this orange drop right down over here, if you can see it, kind of about the middle of the triangle, and he's maneuvering now to, it's actually threw it earlier right in the middle of those 2 section markers. So he's not the furthest away, but he's about the middle of both of those triangles for the first drop of this competition.
Sean Rea, always a great competitor here at Balloon Fiesta.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go fucking east.
Part of the deal is he is. He's the only one with points.
Trying to catch the all right, there we go. We got the northeast wind. Awesome.
Message, Steven.
So you've got the red, white, and blue checkers with the big white equator coming at you as well. So the idea here is I'm going to try and spot them by colors, and when Ted can or we can get a banner.
We came across somebody the other day that they do a Roblox balloon thing. My only thing is I'm so spoiled with the graphics. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but it's something I might be interested in peeping in and seeing what's it about.
We'll see if we can identify that.
Until Microsoft decides they want to show us a little love over here, bro, and all the bullshit we're having to
I'm not sure why you
Just
want
bullshit with it. I don't know, bro. It's very enticing right now.
Ted, what a great partner he's been here on Balloon Fiesta Live. And like all of a sudden, there are all kinds of balloons in the target area. In fact, so, yeah, the we have more of a box now. We have people coming in from both ends. Down here on the very south end, the red spiral with the black and white and yellows, that's going to be Mark Sullivan in code red. I see the red and white one with the checkerboards going around in the arrows.
Oh, look at that.
That's going to be Natasha Stenke.
That's wrong.
And her Wonder Woman balloon.
61. Neil's going for his second drop, very so slowly. He's about ready to cross over the south triangle, over the X, and then he has his passenger, looks like is going to throw the secondary marker. So we'll see it live here on Balloon Fiesta Live.
Scooby, if you go higher, bro, it'll bring you closer towards where I'm at. You feel like you're going east of it.
So, yeah, we're watching a close shot of the basket of Neil. And that's the yellow verticals with the alternating.
So we have a chance to score 2 points or 2 different scores today, y'all.
Neil Jackson, the president of the board of directors of the Albuquerque International.
It's going to be difficult
this year.
To choose wisely.
And right. A little wind up. There's the toss.
And he threw it, but he didn't make.
And remember, on the maximum double drop, you've got to get a marker in each of the triangles. There's 2 there. It's actually 4. There's a set of 2 and another set of 2. You actually have to hit both triangles in one set.
Now, Art, if you watch to your west side of the field,
there's a throw into a triangle.
A heck of a throw. Yes, right to the tip of the triangle, Art. And I don't have a banner number, but in next, he's trying to follow the same track in the New Mexico beef balloon. And let's watch him come down. It's that black balloon with the white equator and obviously the blue.
It was amazing. There was kind of like no one over the target, and then all of a sudden you've got about. We see Trent now. This is
working that vent line.
I know.
So
I mean, so far earlier the wind was pushing back towards the east
triangle, and then he's going to move north,
lower
just
ground,
like this purple.
We'll you know how winds are.
Totally yesterday, where they came kind of screaming over the target. Today,
damn, Joe's like literally on the road right now.
Which is that old saying, maybe the calm before the storm, right, Art?
Yeah.
Right here, he's just hovering right over the top, venting again.
And we're watching the.
We just need more morning
navigate
balloon
as
pilots,
well.
man.
She actually looks like she's going to go back up. But on the other hand, just balloon, you've got Eric Greenwood and his enchantment balloon.
Dude might be on a good little line right now.
There's Trenton coming right to the deck, and watch this, Art. He's going to drop it. It looks like of the south triangle. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Very nice, so Trent. Very nice.
One.
Now he's got to get the other one.
Now Trenton's got to go north and hit that other triangle. Let me tell you, this is beyond light and variable, Art, at this point.
Yeah, it's from our view down here, it's like they're not even moving.
And here's Trenton's throw. Yes, and he made it into the triangle.
Good deal. So again, they'll measure those back to a measuring point between the triangles, add the 2 distances together, and the greatest distance is on that task.
Bart, here's Mr. Greenwood coming in. As slow as it goes. Let's see
we're
how
gonna be
close
west
we
of
can
this
get down
thing
over
once
here.
we get a turn, Joe. I think Scooby's got the best shot right now out of all of us.
He's still working his way around out there. That was the kind of checkerboard racer with the white patches on it.
There was like a whole like northwest wind like affecting
he's
it.
almost down in the northern part of the triangle. But nevertheless, Trent.
Definitely a day for patience.
Yeah.
And you can watch Mr. Eric Greenwood. He's trying to finesse it. He's got the marker, the orange marker that must be in his mouth while he's venting.
Yeah, with multiple markers, you
Gave,
need a hand for the burner. The mouth comes in handy.
That's what he said.
gave it a little too much on that one and had to re-vent out here. And remember, he didn't touch the ground, so now he's burning again. He did not. And I think that may do it, Art. He may be right in here. Oh, he's drifted a little bit more. He may go back up and try and work it again.
While we continue to watch Eric,
Exactly what he's going to do.
watching Eric, I'm also seeing Jared Trainer come in from the south end. That's the blue and red spirals with the gold and the black. Jared is the one who won the Sid Cutter Memorial task yesterday, dropping his marker into the boat.
Look at this.
You know, yesterday, you kind of got one pass on the target and you came through. Now it looks like once you get into the target area, you can just hang in there all day, which is going to make it very difficult for those who are coming
What
later
if I hit the top
to
of the
get
trees
close.
that might alter my course a little bit? Like, what if I bump it? Will it bump me to the left?
Greenwood, and it looks like banner 078 is going for a score here on the Eastern Double Diamond.
Spiral with the yellows added.
We'll try to use this tree to help bump it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Over here, going to make a throw on the Eastern
Bump me.
Double
Oh,
drop.
it didn't bump me. Shit.
Blue one with the skull on the side right next to that. The purple one with the yellow and the white spirals. That's Sherry White and her new balloon, Lily. And then that lighter shade of purple one has been hanging in the target area for almost the entire time that the
I'm
target
literally
has
trying to
been
use one of the top of these trees
And I
to
just
kind
watched
of push me
Natasha
to the left a little bit.
for Wonder Woman balloon.
Telling
red,
you,
white
use
balloon
every
with the
environment
arrows
thing
up,
around
down,
you that's
up,
not
down,
going to
as
kill
she
your balloon
continues
to your
navigate to
advantage.
Get her a better line on those X's and triangles.
Art, if you take a look at Sean out here in Gut Punched, I believe is the balloon. Fast, anytime. Variable of the day it is out here. Again, 180 degrees from yesterday's competition.
Yeah. Deck, like within the first 10 or 15 feet, drifting to the east, right over to the edge of the competition, and
I'm so
over
close to
in
these
where all
damn
those
treetops.
balloons are.
I can't get one to bump me.
But then I look at balloons that are about 200 feet. They seem to be moving to the south. But if you can get to the target area, then it looks like you can just kind of play around. Pat Irwin has a balloon camera in the air. Pat will be working his way to the target area with our live balloon cam. So we're taking a great look of all the balloons in the sky. Here we'll be watching for him. Hopefully he'll get into the target area.
from banner 178, Art, right the furthest of the triangle. Throw the furthest on each end of where the triangle tips at the top. So a great throw at the bottom and a great throw at top. Banner 178. And don't worry, he's not going to touch it. He'll be able to get it up air to stop that descent.
Follow me.
And
Talking about Peg Bilson in Shiloh.
that is
Yellow kind of squares.
184 Art.
Next to the yellow in the middle with the blue. And 184 is going to be the checkerboard type balloon. That's Stephanie Vaughn. Snowflake balloon that we talked about earlier, basically coming down right over the top of the rooftop studio way down here at the south end of the field. Opening back to the north to get back into the area. Off from the southeast, I see the Xfinity Rewards balloon. Looks like he's trying to get in from the southeast. So they're going to come at you from almost every direction.
They are. I can tell you that Mr. Greenwood,
if
you don't succeed, try again. He was not able to get over to the targets on the west side of the field. He's now looking at the east double drop, right next to the Fidelity balloon. And in the meantime, Natasha Stanky has worked her way through all of them, and looks like she's going to make it come into the same targeted area.
If we're looking at 105, at least it looked like 105, the banner that we saw. Great shot of the basket, but I don't see his balloon out there, so I'm wondering if he's flying a different envelope than what I was expecting. There was his throw. Looks like he may have made it in. It's 205. That's what we're looking at. 205 is Larry Cohen. Our balloon camera is getting closer to the field.
Copy that, Joe.
They appear to be coming
Like, whatever happens. So, one thing I'm learning.
east.
When that sun comes up, the winds change. Dramatically.
Balloons getting
So,
ready to score on
competition,
the
I think it's
eastern
smart to
double
wait
drop.
about
Positioning.
5-10 minutes after
We have
sunrise.
the Fidelity
If you
balloon.
can, at least 5 minutes.
Again,
And
Mr.
see about
Eric Green.
the wind change.
Again, he didn't make it to the western targets, so he said, I'll go up and I'll just try the eastern targets. And here he comes in. You're going to see the flag.
Now we're talking about the
You'll see
yellow
it live
balloon
right
with
now.
the yellow balloon with the red silhouette of New Mexico.
Yep.
The second envelope, the first one was Enchantment. This one is called Entrapment.
Oh, he got it right on the tip of the southern triangle inside the scoring area.
You make throws like
Got
that,
to
you'll
get
be at
to
the top.
the northern tip.
Yep, 2 throws like that. That'll put
Throw,
you,
Eric.
yeah, that'll put you at the top. Keep watching for Natasha to drop back in. She's just doing the elevator pitch. Up, down, up, down, up, down. There's a shot back on the looking back at Eric and Entrapment. And you actually can see the triangles now.
Here's his second throw. Here's a second throw.
We see the windup.
In the road. Here it comes. And right in the middle of the triangle.
Good deal.
Very nice throw, Eric.
Good recovery from hitting the crown line.
Scooby
with
over
the,
there. Looks
marker.
like me and him. I'm not counting Joe chips out yet.
And of course, we
He
have a
might pull
tight
some
shot of
crazy
that
shit
on
in
Blue
there.
Fiesta. We'll have a little bit of trouble living that one down, but with a good score, anything works.
Absolutely.
Now, we actually have a really nice shot of the target from one of our drone cameras. You can see the 2 triangles. and how they point away from each other. So as Ted and I have been describing, the best scores are in the farthest tips. One marker in each triangle at the farthest tip, because the greatest distance is going to be at the top of the board with those. We're looking at 0-3-0 from Utah in Wildfire.
Oh, Joe, check your messengers whenever we get done, by the way.
That is the, kind of looks like a plane going up in the sky coming at you from the north, Ted.
Just want to, you know, clarify something.
Well, there's kind of a lull right now here,
Well,
believe it or
your
not. I'm
message
saying that,
on
although we do, it
message.
looks to me like Marissa Myers or her husband flying Banner 127 to go for the Western target.
We're looking at the yellow and red with the Kachina on the side. Yeah, and as they drop in, you just have to tell us whether that's Marissa or Cody. Okay. Marissa likes to fly the Mars rover, which is a hopper, which we may see. I haven't spotted it. The sky
Try
is
to
so
use
full
these
of
top
those.
branches to kind of push me to the left a little bit, hopefully.
And they're all just kind of around.
Hopefully.
Actually working very hard to try to get to the target because it has become so calm.
Well, apparently,
It actually,
these
the
don't do
technique
anything.
of going
Cody
up and
right
down.
now making, Cody's,
makes no damn sense.
yeah, Cody's making his approach right here to the Western Triangle.
Yeah, copy that. Copy that, Joe. Says nothing against nobody, you know what I mean? But fair is fair.
We've got a great shot of his basket.
They get mad because, I mean, it is what it is, dude. We don't need that type of energy anyway, you know. We appreciate the
Gotta
people,
visualize.
but y'all got to be fair, man. We all got to be.
You're always flying like 3
Come on, man.
seconds, 4
Always a
seconds ahead
goddamn
of what
bug.
you're doing.
Every
Here comes
fucking
out
time I
the
say.
orange marker.
If you swing with my face, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
What a great day to be flying, but flying competition.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to, like, before we take off in competition, like after the sun rises,
He's giving
need to get like 5
where
minutes.
the marker needs to be thrown.
Oh, so you got power lines right here. Oh, look at power pole, power T-pole, cool.
Throw. Very nice throw.
I think Scoob's gonna be on
Right in
the
the middle of the triangle
on the
target.
direct. He's got a
But
better
still
chance.
it's close, and they're going to have points on the board.
Like we talked about yesterday, you want to score every single day to be at the top of the board at the end of the week.
Now, Art, we have this red, white, and blue vertical racer over the south double drop target. Seems like he's going to probably try and go up again and start all over.
Back down
Today's
again.
the type of day that you could definitely do that.
Watch out for power lines ahead of you, Scooby.
So the white, red, and black racer, that's Edward Gordon from Austin, Texas.
Can you imagine if they actually put wires on all these power lines? So many people would be fucked on
Yeah,
it.
unfortunately.
Joe. Damn, Joe is gone. He said, I'm out of here.
And we're going back up, Xfinity Rewards is kind of slipping in, and Natasha, there's her on the screen. Red, white, and blue with the black checkerboard and the arrows. She's making another drop. There's Xfinity. It's been about 6 or 7 minutes from the southwest corner of the field to almost the target area. Xfinity being flown by Jacob Little.
Actually,
Yeah, I
Natasha
know.
was
I'm
over
just
the top of
saying.
me. I took a picture of her when I was in the field at 8:18 It's now 8:30, so it kind of falls into, if you ever go on a balloon ride, it really
Like, you know what
feels
I'm saying?
like
If you gotta manipulate shit,
lasts
and
forever.
shit,
So it's
bro,
actually
like,
been
you
almost
know.
20 minutes, 10 minutes anyway, since she's been over the top of me in the center of the field, and she's making her approach from the south back to the north, looking at that eastern target.
I think she was probably over you for 10 minutes before you took that picture, because she's just been right in the center of that field. Up, down. It's like, what floor would you like to go to?
Yeah, there's not people.
Let's walk.
Just looking out there, we just have this cluster of balloons hanging. Every so often, somebody finds a little bit of direction. And actually, I'm looking up, probably up.
I think this is the
500
lowest
feet
I've
or
ever
so.
flown, like, to get somewhere
There
in
are
a
a couple that
competition
all of a sudden have some
for
speed
so long with what I'm saying.
to the northeast.
Again. She didn't like the track that she had, so she's going to try it one more time. Try if you don't see the first time.
Catch. Fast to catch. His Ranger dropping in pretty quick from the northern end. A lot of blue with red-orange colors in it.
Uh-oh, where's Scooby go?
It's going to drop in right out there by the Kachina balloon of Cody Myers.
He was so low I couldn't see him.
Keith always near the top of the leaderboard in the local balloon club competitions.
Ask and you shall receive, Art.
I don't know, Joe, because I can tell a difference
Keep watching Cody Myers
with the custom live and the regular live.
Balloon.
And one thing I've noticed too, every time that I shift, my balloon would jerk. And I've noticed that with some people. So I don't think it's really that. I think
right there, Art, just
manipulation is being
fitted out really good. He slowed himself from a nice
inputted.
turn. Maybe did a little too late because it looks like he's going to miss both of these triangles, but he may try again.
I wouldn't put it past him. He'll keep working it.
And the racetrack's right here, huh? Holy shit.
They're on my shot right now, so
What a view. What a view.
Art, here we have Chris Liberty making his attempt to do a little bit of the north end of the field in that balloon pole dancer. That's the one with the black, pink, yellow, green.
We got him.
He's going for a little waltz up there.
I can't wait to see some of the tracks of these flights, especially looking at the altitudes, because they're not going to be moving left and right, but when you look at the altitude changes, it's going to be incredible.
They are literally all over the place. I am like a kid in a candy store in the middle of all of this. At the ExxonMobil ALBUQUERQUE International Fiesta, the 53rd edition. I'm Ted Mays in the middle field, and up on the rooftop studio is
Art Lloyd Jr. as we continue to watch, and we have gone back on the field. Pat Irwin is high overhead. He's still over Concession Row near the south end. Remember, his balloon is yellow at the bottom, kind of moves into the lighter orange, the darker orange. He's probably a good 1,000 feet or probably 1,500 up on the southeast corner of the field. That's where the camera is, down onto the field. And as they're going to look down, they're going to see just a whole lot of color, as we just have a whole lot of people hanging over the field.
Man, on me, just west of the damn target.
This is our view from the field.
You can touch the ground, but you can't touch the ground inside the racetrack. So pretty much once you enter the gate of the racetrack, you can't touch the ground unless you hit the water. So I mean, you can touch the ground now, but as soon as you get into the racetrack, you cannot touch that ground.
We are top studio. You saw the balloons along the side, and in the lower right is where the targets are. You saw the white.
I got a whole northeast push now. Some shit.
Orange markered by Mr. Joe Candelaria here. Unfortunately, he didn't hit inside the triangle. He came close, but his
there's a northwest push over here.
Right behind us over here that are going to score. He's going to score 2 times.
I remember there's a northwest up here, so it's a small little layer.
I still think we need to have basket banner numbers on all 4 sides.
No.
You know,
Yes,
like jerseys, numbers, and names where you can see them from all sides.
There's a heck of a throw right down here into the tip of the triangle. Nice throw.
We got that one for you.
Oh well, I tried.
Those of you on the world balloon, right down here.
Art, I can feel the conditions changing down here on the field. Very much like Dawn Day, our weather stat is going to happen. What's happening behind the Sandia Mountains now are both of those weather patterns are fighting it out, and I'm starting to feel a drainage from the that is coming right from this end of the field. So it's, again, it's created another dividing rod, unfortunately, for some people trying to make their approaches into
Scooby's
Fiesta
going to be
Field.
the best chance opportunity.
So I don't see anybody here now that can possibly get targets other than I'm not sure it is with the $, the orange racer balloon. There are a couple, but it definitely changed. Mr. Sprinkles with J.J. Mancini over here. But they are really getting pushed to the east now at this point. That the weather is definitely starting to change down here on the field.
Actually, just as you started saying that, I was feeling the exact same thing here. And so all that hovering that was going on right over the field is not happening. On the other hand, if they went up another 400 or 500 feet, there seems to still be an ability to get back to the west. I'm looking up high, and I see Pat Irwin with our balloon. And Colin McClung's Freedom Racer, the blue and white checkerboard with the word freedom. They're up high enough that they seem to be able to continue to drift to the west, meaning that if this holds when they get to the west side of the field, west for that left to right box that's happening today. So whatever
exactly right. Most of these balloons are on
that
the west side of
northwest
the field now
push
are
was
not
from
going to be able to make
1,300
these
feet, and
targets.
it ain't there no more.
But the ones that are over, but if you kind of take a gander to the northwest, you have that yellow here that we experienced in Albuquerque. He's kind of going northeasterly. So there is some steerage up there, but I think everybody that's on the east side or the west side of the field has a better shot at making these targets down here.
Yeah, so all that planning and strategizing, and we're going to go here to launch because we're going to fly this kind of track, all of that just went out the window.
Literally.
Everything just changed, and now you've got to be able to adjust.
Again, you said being patient today is key, and I couldn't agree with you more. The patience has kind of now changed. How am I going to change my game plan?
Yeah, man, the wind has changed on all of us.
Because as you said, points on the board are better than nothing, And I think you'll start seeing some of these pilots doing such.
Yeah. All right.
So we're watching a throw out
Joey's
on one
gone.
of the X's.
He's like
Remember,
Gustavo.
we've been kind of concentrating on the maximum
Flying
double
Ginger.
drop, the triangles.
He's in a North American
but there
shuttle.
are 3 X's out on the north end of the field. Whereas they get to the north end, they can pick any one of those X's to throw their marker. The closest to the center of the X. Where in the triangle, we want to be the farthest out.
I think Scooby's going to be missing it too.
Tips,
the northeast winds are killing them.
as far apart as possible while still being inside. Yellow at the bottom. Dixie is the multicolored vertical.
Now, if you are able to like
regular shaped balloon, that would be Zach
go up and do a
just
box
stop
move
that
on it,
descent.
yeah, that's cool. But I don't see
We
that
see
shit
him on the
happening
screen.
right now.
He's the one carrying our balloon camera today for us. Pat's from Nevada.
I didn't pick nothing. The universe picked in my boy.
And Art, he's got a very nice track coming in. He actually may make these eastern double drop markers. If not, he will definitely
Scooby
have a chance to waltz on any of the 3 at the north end of the field, the 3 X's.
So we just had a shot of Pat in the basket, and now we're looking up at the basket, and you can see the Balloon Fiesta Live banners on the side. Balloon Fiesta Live, of course, a live stream of all 14 sessions of Balloon Fiesta. Those of you here watching it on the field, when you get back home or to your RV or hotel, be sure and check it out at Balloon Fiesta Live.
Technically, you can still touch the ground until you get on the other side of this. Once you get over here, you cannot touch that ground.
Coverage of Balloon Fiesta.
I think that's what he's doing, huh?
For Balloon Fiesta Live, you can go back and watch all the previous years. And if you can't get out here to the field, be sure and check us out. Again, that's balloonfiestalive.com.
Grouse, hey, use your environment to your advantage, my boy.
Well, I'll tell you.
I'm telling you.
Zach,
look at my boy. Grouse, hell yeah.
That have an opportunity to hit the scoring area here.
I was trying to use the tops of the trees to bump me to the left. I mean, unfortunately, those trees were invisible for some reason, untouchable. But any other time, I get rocked by one by barely hitting that
to your right-hand side. And you see Zach coming in with the purple verticals, with the pinks, yellow, and aqua.
What a great shot we have of the target, the triangles we've been talking about. Again, you want to get inside that set of triangles.
I don't see nothing. No change in wind at all.
That view coming from our balloon camera up with Pat Irwin.
Go ahead and take this baby down.
And Zach looks like he is making his approach. That's the black, pink, yellow, green, all the whole vertical pattern, regular shaped balloon.
He's a little far north of the triangles.
Okay.
Is it okay?
So it looks, Art, like if you stay high and come a little bit more south and make that descent, you have a better shot of hitting these triangle targets. Zach just came in a little too early. He just threw on the X down there, which was a fantastic throw. But if you want to get in this double drop area, come a little bit more south to drop in.
I'm thinking the other thing is that the X's are along the north end, and then you have the diamonds, the triangles, more towards the south.
They cannot touch the ground now, Scoob. Gotta stay above it.
You're gonna go.
Now, if you want to use a sign or a tree to like bump you if you can, that's fine. I don't care.
Or at least
you just can't touch the ground.
You are 100% correct, sir.
Hey, you're gonna be just west of this shit. Damn.
As I'm watching Zach as he's drifting to the east over towards Concession Road. Petron is dropping in right below Pat Irwin. Johnny has that silver spiral.
And there's Irwin just threw and came fairly close to one of the X's on the north end of the field. On one of the triangles, and he'll just miss it. just missed on the outside of the northern triangle.
Okay, we're going to watch the throw from Pat.
Balloons are coming in.
From the balloon, we've got the balloon camera. Pat's got his orange markers in hand.
Yeah, I know. We got it.
Actually, it looks like his co-pilot has his markers in hand, actually, which is a good strategy. Pilot let a passenger or co-pilot actually throw the markers. Oh, you're watching it right from the balloon. There's the triangles right in front of us. Kind of wrapping up the marker.
And he's coming right to us, Art, here on the field.
We see. We're watching from the balloon. There goes. Is that the throw? Did it go? There it went.
Oh, he made it in the triangle.
Okay, now he's got to get the other one. And if anybody wants to get as close to that tip where you are.
Yes, he wants to get as close to the tip.
Right here. Point him at it. Point him at it, Ted. Point him at it. Point him at it.
Right there. Right there. Right there. Yeah!
Yes! Excellent throw. All right. That's where you want to be.
We have this other Ultra Magic coming our way, actually, Art, right now, and he looks like he may come right to the very edge of the triangle.
If you're talking about the silver one, that's going to be Johnny Petrus here.
Yes. Hey, Johnny.
Great video stuff here on Balloon You're going to want to have to go back and watch that happen.
Damn, I got a whole
It is going
different
to be
wind
at the
shift.
2 hour and 45-minute mark of today's show.
Look out, look out, look out.
The curse of the balloon camera is broken. Great job, Pat Irwin and crew.
Hey, you got the closest, man. Good job, Scoob.
166.
It's hard, bro. I'm telling you, flying a hot air balloon is the
Gotta
most
throw it right
difficult
down here
thing
at
to
the
do.
front of the target as
Yeah.
well. Art.
Just nature
Al
wins
Appenzeller.
and knowledge
Yep,
and
166. Al
just
Appenzeller.
floating abilities. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, apparently it looks like me, Joe, and Scooby all three missed the target today.
That was
I
Al.
don't know where Joey's
We
at.
just watched his throw.
Oh, we got two right here.
Still in the air. He's still
Yeah,
over.
just glow level.
He's over here.
All right, Art, we have
Still in the
another
air.
one coming in.
I'm about to go
Very
ahead and
nice
find a
track
place to land. I
to
got
get the
28%
north end of
fuel.
the drop. I don't
So
have a banner
today
number for
ends
you.
up as a draw. There's no winners today. But some hella damn good
You're talking
pilots
about the
though.
zigzag,
This
the
shit
yellow
is not
and orange
easy.
and white.
Yes, sir.
Especially when you do things correctly, honestly, and fairly, it
Nice drop.
shows that it's not easy. So if someone's making it look
And now
way
he's gonna
too
fly
easy,
it
it's
down over
obviously
here.
something going on. But we are going to be watching for inconsistencies, any kind of manipulation on this competition. We're not going to have no cheaters.
So now when I said, oh, you're not going to be able
That's
to get
not how we
both,
do it
now
around here. The
direction
Balloon
has
Tribe is full of
changed. You
honest
could get both the
teamwork,
X's
family,
and
loving
the
people,
triangles.
and we do shit the right way.
And right behind this
How,
one that we have.
other than that, how else you going to get better? Can't get better
129 is
by
the banner number is. We have
cheating.
this one, this toss.
You know what I mean?
And we have coming in on the chariot.
No, the wind
Bugs, I
shifting.
believe is the name
It
of
ain't
the
just
balloon,
you.
and he just made a nice toss, scored some points. Very nice, Michael.
129 is Brian Keown.
Oh, now I get a northwest wind. Seriously?
He's from Marine.
What an asshole. This northwest wind that I've been needing the whole time doesn't happen until I pass up the
And we have
freaking
another group in here. There's a couple. There's
whatever
the
the
one
fuck
that's
you wanna
low
call
here,
it,
the color with green at the bottom going to the top.
speedway.
I have this racer spinning around. I should have a number for you here in just a second. 109 is making their approach into the eastern.
Ain't that some
Brett
bullshit?
Christensen from
Ain't that some
Iowa
bullshit?
is flying
Now I get the northwest wind. You're an asshole, Weather. You're a complete asshole.
I see Jerry Palmer's making a drop in his Iona balloon.
All right, Joe.
Colin McClung in
So
the
you see this
Freedom
bullshit
balloon.
though, right?
Christian. We see him.
See how the wind's in my ass.
His marker.
Nice toss. Jerry made it in the north triangle, and now he's going to the south triangle. Racer, almost midfield right now.
Resurrection, the name of that. That again is Brett Christensen. Still a lot of maneuvering as I'm looking out there. Some of our other big competitors.
All right, so we're going to be watching Scooby because apparently the northwest wind's back. Thank you, weather, Mother Nature, you raggedy bitch.
Down, trying to make it. Another Hartzell balloon high overhead.
Yep, that's legit. That is legit because I caught the northwest after the fact.
Kent Drawn is out there.
Ain't that some bullshit?
Shane Shipman is
Ain't
out
that some bullshit?
there as well. Jared Trainer. A lot of maneuvering going on above your head.
98.
Oh, all you gotta do is touch that water,
98 just made
Scoobs,
two
and you're
throws.
the winner for this morning.
Although it made it in, but if I'm not mistaken, are this red or orange only, Art?
Look at the clouds.
Red and orange
Cloud cover.
the,
See that? See how the
double drop,
look, the clouds come out of nowhere, right?
Color on the X.
And the sun's gone. All of a sudden, the wind's shifted.
All right, we got red and orange on this one from Banner 98 that just flew over for you.
That's crazy. Go ahead, Scooby.
should be Frank
It's
Dickey.
legit because it happened to me. I literally
Or
caught
one
the
of
damn
his other
northwest
additional
winds
pilots.
after the fact. That were there when I took off.
So my spotters here
Now,
on the
Art,
roof, Ted,
guess
say
who I
watch,
see make it?
watch out for balloons coming,
I said, now
markers
look who I
coming
see.
high.
All you gotta do is touch this
Go
one.
ahead.
You don't need the other one unless you want to try for practice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like Scooby has endured a long,
Art, you're
a
never
long,
gonna believe
treacherous
who I see
flight
again
this
now
morning,
making
and
their
he,
approach from the northwest to
the cloud
southeast.
cover
That would
happened to
be
pop
one
up out of nowhere and
Natasha
cover the
Stakey
sun, which took away
with
some of
the
the
blue
energy,
balloon
which
with the
actually obviously
vertical
changed the winds again.
triangles or arrows.
So
Oh,
this
yeah,
is a
let me
legit
see.
turn, and Scooby's just he's
And
gonna
then I
pull the
have
last
Justin right
minute
over
win.
here. He's not
Come
gonna
on,
make
Scooby,
the
rooting
target.
for
He's
you.
a little too far. He's kind of right in the
Scooby,
middle,
Scooby,
unfortunately. That's
Scooby.
the balloon with the red swirl
Yeah,
equator
buddy.
going up in blue.
It's all you, man. Splash that bitch. It's all you. You gotta touch it. You don't want no wind to go whoosh and then suddenly take your course. Better get down now. And 3. Oh. Gotta get it.
We do have one coming from
Come
the
on.
north to the south. It's a
Gotta touch the
racer on
water.
Western
Gotta
targets.
touch the water.
It's got the blue vertical system.
Yeah.
Banner number, but it looks like he or
Congratulations,
she is going to fly
Scooby.
right over both the north and south triangle
Equal
on
the
west side of
last
field target
minute,
area.
2 seconds to go, fourth quarter touchdown pass in the ballooning just now.
And I'm
Very
thinking
nice,
we're,
Scooby.
looking at Jerry Palmer on the screen.
And you
We
can feel
just
free to
switched
land if you want to land.
That may be Shane
Wow.
we're looking at now.
Wow. That's amazing. Look at that.
We got
You only get to score
3 or
once.
4 balloons scoring right now on the eastern targets.
Hell yeah,
Banner
man.
57 making their
That's
approach in.
what's up. Look at the cloud
Banner
cover coming in.
100
Holy
making their
shit.
approach in. Banner 57
crazy.
is the pink with the black and the white. Banner
That's a whole
100
wall
is the
cloud, dude.
USA vertical stars going up with the red, orange, and blue and yellow.
Right, that's Iona with Jerry Palmer.
See if you can try for this one.
We talked about that being an Arizona balloon, and then you remove the ARZ from Arizona, and you get Iona. There's his throw.
Ooh, that one just bounced in. The yellow balloon actually got it inside the target. It bounced out and bounced in.
As long as it ends up inside, the weighted part
Up
ends up
inside.
inside, we're good. Or they're good.
The weighted part is definitely inside. Definitely inside. This one looks good.
Air step?
I mean, you don't have to try for the 10-pointer. I mean, you won this heat, so.
We have this balloon right up here. It's yellow with the red and green and blue zigzags. I think it was Step It Up. I cannot recall the name of the pilot, but he looks like he has a fairly decent
Go ahead
track
and
to
get
hit
a screenshot picture
the
of you.
north and south triangles in the double drop on
Gonna
the
make
eastern
it our,
targeted area.
Get the
Stepping up is Aaron
winner
Gephardt
picture.
from
Get a
Indianola,
good
Iowa.
shot there. Hell yeah. Is that rain? Not supposed to rain,
So I do see a number of balloons that have decided to go ahead and land outside the target area, inside the competition area, and our launch directors, our zebras.
You coming in for a landing, boss?
Nicely walking the balloon over to the side so that the crew can get to it and actually deflate the balloons.
Art, here's the balloon we talked about on the west targeted area, the yellow with the white and blue. He is going right over the end of the
hey, you good, Scooby? Because I mean, as soon as you said that, it hit me too.
He's just going to set this down at the tip.
As you heard me bitch about it.
On the basket, just kind of leaning over.
So, man, what is that rain or just like cloud, small fog?
Right in the tip.
Perfect.
Oh, this could be a good shot here. Oh, that's a beautiful picture.
Nice close-up shot of that here on Balloon Fiesta Live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Scooby-Doo is now coming on in to put her down.
This might be Ken Drawn dropping in that we're watching.
Very nice, very nice.
With the diamonds on it.
Man, too bad you can't get with us in the afternoons, man. 'Cause that's when it's really busy. If we can try to find, look, even your people that do the Microsoft, I mean the Roblox, send them over here to fly with us in the morning. We're gonna be trying, we're gonna be testing the Roblox out stuff soon as well, because Microsoft is not hearing us, and we've been calling out, and we're tired of being overlooked and unheard. So, but yeah, just send some people away from that way this way, and we'll return the favor for sure. So yeah, so congratulations, Scooby. He is now the winner of the Heat A, June 23rd, 26th. Hot air balloon, any 500 competition.
Yeah.
Right. Very nice. Points in the.
And me and Joey, we just had some fun. So, hope everybody has a great day today. Don't forget, we'll be back this afternoon. The weather should be okay. I don't know what the hell this is coming up, but we're gonna figure it out shortly. But realradio.app. Joe Chip's YouTube channel, Gustavo YouTube channel. Show him some love. Hit the hype button, and you already know what to do. This is your boy Body Man Gaming saying congratulations, Scooby, on your win. Nice way to pull it up at the last minute. Hope everybody has a kick-ass day, and I will see y'all this evening.